Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Wano Bros Podcast, episode 19. And yeah, it's like week after week, one person's out and the next person steps in, one person's out and the next person steps in. Austin's kind of sick right now. So unfortunately, he will not be joining us today. But RJ is back. What's going on, man? How are you?
Chilling, man. Can be better.
Yeah. We got a lot of anime to discuss. Did you watch the new solo leveling episode?
Mid.
Really? You think it's mid?
No. I like solo leveling, but the issue I find with it is that nothing. I don't know. I feel like nothing has really stepped up to the plate in terms of animation, storytelling, like Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know.
I see that, but also it's the beginning stages of it, so I wouldn't expect them to go all out.
Yeah, I really found it weird how it's It's like a South Korean animation.
Yeah,
I mean,
obviously it's a manhwa, right?
It's a manhwa, but it doesn't have a South Korean dub. It has an Indonesian dub and a Japanese dub, but not a South Korean dub. I find that really funny.
That's really wild, actually.
Because I did like watching God of High School in the South Korean dub because the names were more like South Korean, like Jin Mori.
Everybody is Jin something, so
yeah, something that sounded Korean. I don't know. I want to hear like Korean actual dub.
Solid. I would appreciate that as well, especially if it was an anime in my own language, right? I think there was an anime that came out years ago, and like this is years ago at this point because we saw this trailer and they were like, "Damn, this actually looks kind of cool." It was like an Arab-based anime, and they were gonna have like Arabic dub and everything.
Are you talking about that one, the one in sand, in the desert?
I think so. Yeah. Well, I mean, when you associate Arab, you think of sand, desert, stuff like that. So.
Lebanon exists.
I am Arab, everybody. Let's take it easy.
Lebanon exists.
Lebanon. All right. Anyway, yeah, I thought solo leveling wasn't that good either. I kind of had the same concerns you had going into it. Because you see a bunch of new animes being renewed and stuff like that, the older animes and stuff like that. It's like they start off with relatively good animation throughout the show. So, I don't know. It feels like you want to set a kind of standard for it. Who's directing them? What studio is it?
Not sure. I think Map is doing Studio 11. Let me check.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check those. Wow. Yeah.
It's A1 Pictures, so they're in good hands.
Okay, all right. It's not exactly
No, A1 is really good. A1 does a lot of slice of life. They actually don't even do a lot of shonen. I mean, from what I've seen, at least, they do a lot of that regular anime stuff.
Yeah, I agree. So, did you happen to read the new chapter to One Piece? It was chapter 1105.
Brief me. I'm a complete when the actual dub comes out because I know you like to read when someone translate it, but sometimes it's like super wrong. Like I don't know.
Sometimes, but most of the time it's like one word off that doesn't really change.
Mother flame.
Mother flame. Like it's like the same thing as Austin and Justin. You replace one freaking letter, it's a whole new name. So
yeah, people did think that the Mother Flame like flamed all the people in Lucia, and in reality, the Mother Frame it was like Mother Frame. I don't know how to explain it.
So is it the Mother Frame or is it the Mother Flame?
It's Mother Frame.
It's Mother Frame. Okay, yeah. So the thing that was used is that the theory of what's going on. The thing that was used in Lucia is Mother Frame.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? The Mother Flame. People do think that's Finley.
We have a special guest.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Oh, he's showing you the forbidden hole. All right, get him on. I love Finley.
He's so walking great. Across.
Yeah.
Go, buddy.
So one of my
on.
All right, so me and Austin were talking about in the chat before he unfortunately was feeling a little ill. We were talking about how he thinks that nobody in the Straw Hats is gonna die.
Usopp's dead.
Hear me.
Without a doubt. And you're gonna say Frankie.
Yeah, because you see the chat. You're not blind. You know what I mean?
Well, it's either Usopp or Frankie.
I think it's gonna be Frankie, bro. They're setting it up to be
another guest appearance.
Oh man, we're setting it up. He's setting it up to be Frankie, if that makes sense, right?
I think so. I get what you're saying, like, with his goal, but
not just his goal, right? We have to look at what he's actually doing, right? So the last thing we kind of saw on that panel was the fact that Kuma was being carried by Atlas, Frankie was with Atlas, and then they were both like in this kind of ship. Yeah. And then Kizaru blasts them out of the sky.
But I don't think Frankie's gonna die here. If Frankie's dying, he's not dying in Egghead.
You got to think about it like this: Who would be a better person to kill the Straw Hats now? Saint Saturn or somebody random in Elbaf?
It's not gonna be somebody random in Elbaf, but to say Saint Saturn's gonna kill a Straw Hat, I don't think so. Like, Frankie's already blocked a Saint Saturn attack, and Sanji has already done the same. Like, Saint Saturn's like just fraud.
Yeah, but as soon as he gets that fucking mind control thing back to it, where he just goes like, and now you're solid, you can't move. I'm pretty sure take out Frankie. I think there's going to be this thing where all three of them.
But there's something that Oda said that's real that also does relate. It's like they can't have that final banquet if one of them is dead.
But Oda also did say that like one of the Straw Hats would die. I love Finley. He just wants to be involved, man.
He does indeed. He sees the cameras.
He sees the cameras. He's like, action! All right, let me lift my tail up right here.
On the bed.
Let me vibe.
Bro is just.
Bro is like.
He just wants pets.
Nah, I get it. He wants some attention. Nah, I get it. But I love how his face is a little blurred out when he put it like that.
Let's go. Come on. Go, buddy. You can at least stay like this.
All right. Yeah. No. So, what are your ideas? Do you think that one of the Straw Hats could die here, or is it like you're really not in that boat at all?
I'm really not in that boat. I really don't want a Straw Hat to die. Honestly,
I don't either. But
the story, this is not JJK. This isn't Bleach. I don't think a Straw Hat's gonna die like in an arc like especially like Egghead. If one Straw Hat's gonna die, it's gonna be Usopp, and it's gonna be him because his goal like directly aligns with dying.
Yeah, I guess, but you could kind of also say that he completed his goal already. You could say that being a brave warrior of the sea is super subjective, and maybe him in his eyes, he maybe doesn't see the fact that he's a brave warrior of the sea. But what if it's like he's already like a brave warrior of the sea?
I mean, he is. He's done it like time and time again, and I really think that Usopp doesn't give himself enough credit points because without him on Dressrosa, there would be no Whole Cake Island. There would be no Wano arc. They'd still be in Dressrosa.
Yeah, 100%. They would still be in Dressrosa. Luffy would borderline be. I think they would all be.
Luffy would be turned into a toy. Yeah, Luffy would be turned into a toy if it wasn't for Usopp.
Luffy was turned into a toy already at that point. I remember.
No, he was close to the toy girl, and then he shot the sniper shot from far away. Yeah,
I saw a clip where apparently he actually. I thought that as well, but he actually. I'm dumb. It was a Usopp like flashback or something where he thought like he assumed in his head he starts to overthink. He starts to overthink of the actions that's gonna occur. He's gonna think, oh shit, it's on the way. It misses. It hits the wall, and then it goes back inside of Luffy, Sugar, and Law, and they both turn into toys. And then Usopp comes back too, and then actually shoots it. Yeah. I remember that was funny. I remember asking myself, why the fuck would they put it right there? This is such a bad moment to put something like that.
That's why Just Rose is like one of my least favorite arcs because it just goes from serious to non-serious, serious to non-serious. But I do think that last 15 episode stretch of you had Cavendish, Law, Rebecca, Luffy, Dofi, Treble, even like Frankie versus what's his name, Mr.
Pink or something?
Yeah.
Senior Pink.
Senior Pink. There were so many good fights in that last 15 to 20 episode stretch that it really mattered for Dressrosa, but it was just too long.
Yeah.
And the power scaling for Dressrosa was so weird. It really, like, I don't know. Because we got the introduction of how admirals were just still stronger than warlords. Because before that, there was like a lot of discussions, like, "Oh, are warlords as strong as admirals?"
Yeah,
and then you see Dofi like, "Oh, I have this purple monkey with me, and he's stronger than you." In Fujitora, when he starts hailing the meteors at Law, he kills him. He calls him Purple Monkey.
Yeah, I know.
He says
hilarious.
He says this Purple Monkey. He's so strong. He's absolutely insanely destructive. Like, you know,
bro's ghetto.
And it was, I don't know. I feel like they didn't do scaling right. I just didn't think they do scaling right.
At least at Dressrosa, right?
It set up a lot of the scaling. I don't say they didn't do it right because it does make sense now why Sabo could take on Fujitora and Greenbull.
Because, yeah, I feel like Sabo. I mean, until further notice, I'm sorry, Sabo is probably stronger than Dragon.
Yeah, like, no, I don't know about that. I really
until don't know further notice.
I don't know about that. Dragon
give me a feat. Give me a feat.
The single feat that'll eat up everything you said is that his literal code name is the most heinous criminal of all time. He definitely has.
That's not a feat. That's a name.
He has to have the biggest bounty. Like if the world government wants him that bad, he's got to have something on him. There's a reason they haven't caught him. You can't be leader of an organization that is 1-to-1 against the complete.
Then why is he? Then why wasn't he on Marie-Joie? What could possibly be bigger than a mission in Marie-Joie where the leader needs to be?
Why would the leader go? You need to delegate things. At that certain point, does the fleet admiral? All right, we can all agree the fleet admiral is probably the strongest. You don't think Sengoku was stronger than 3 other admirals when on Marineford?
Okay, while I agree with what you're saying, right? Because Akainu at the same time he doesn't do that, but he's done it more than Dragon.
Dude,
he's led his army more than Dragon. Yeah,
you got to remember that the government is allowed to do what they do. The revolutionaries are not. So imagine if they leave their base unprotected without the sole leader. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't see a world in which Sabo is weaker than Dragon. There's obviously a power cliff in One Piece. You mean
stronger?
Yeah, there's no way that Sabo is stronger than Dragon, and in no form or way. There's always been a power cliff in One Piece. And you're telling me Luffy's father isn't going to be stronger than his brother? Like, I don't know. This just doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, look, you make a solid point.
Especially with the fact that, so like, not even the feats, but obviously he took care of Smoker, mad, like, really negative difficulty. But it's Smoker at the end of the day.
Held his shit and said, stop. And then Smoker was like, oh.
Yeah, Smoker got the chills. he definitely has
smoke.
He definitely has a Logia. It has something to do with wind.
Mm-hmm.
And he can control weather because he also had the lightning that took off the guillotine thing that Luffy was under when Boogie was going to kill him. So he's busted. He's absolutely busted.
I don't know, man. It's not selling it for me yet. If that's got to be my hot take of the episode, let it be, you know. But I personally have not seen Dragon do anything in the entirety of the One Piece manga.
That's the mystery of Dragon. That's literally the mystery of Dragon.
Bro, but like with no feats, man, and he sends his army to arguably the most dangerous place.
Let me tell you something. Right? Before Kid, what feats did Shanks have? Before Kid and Green Bull, what feats did Shanks have?
Easy. He said to fight Kaido. He said to fight Big Mom. He said to fight.
That's not a feat. Guess what? That's just saying. And he never fought Kaido, and he never fought Big Mom.
I'm pretty sure he fought Big Mom. I don't know.
Nope. What feats did he have?
He fought Whitebeard.
The only feat that he had was, Luffy's gonna become a greater pirate than he is, and he was a
He did fight Blackbeard,
and he was a Yonko of the sea. He fought Blackbeard when he was 8 years old. And then after that, he got the scar, but we don't even know what happened. And people obviously put Shanks top 5 in the verse, even before that, even before his feats with Green Bull and all that. And it's like this guy lost to Blackbeard. Fuck do you mean?
Maybe we should. Well, no, we've seen his hockey, right? So I think we could kind of assume.
No, we saw it. We only saw his hockey. Like, we saw his hockey with a Sea Beast, bro. Sea Beasts are fodder now. They are fodder.
I wasn't even referring to that. I wasn't even referring to that.
All I'm saying is, if you're gonna give Shanks the fucking the strong treatment, you have to give it to Dragon.
No, because now that you say that, I'm reconsidering my top 5 in the verse. Like,
well, Shanks has feats now that is absolutely insane because Kid who beat Big Mom with Law gets fucking one tapped along with his right hand commander by Shanks. That's a crazy ass feat in and of itself.
That is. 100%.
And then Shanks one tapping an admiral is a feat in and of itself.
I think this is like the second time the red hair pirates beat him, because I think the first time like Ben Beckman took his arm. We found out that like later on.
Yeah, Ben took his arm. Yeah,
Ben took his arm.
Well, no, they never confirmed that it was Ben.
I could swear it was Ben.
Ben just told him, "Hey, do you want to talk to them this time?"
Oh, I see. Yeah,
but
I think that it was like the first time they fight though.
I'm pretty sure it was the monkey and the dude took his arm. They said something like in a comment.
Really?
Saying that it was saying that it could be the monkey. Fun fact about that monkey, you know he's actually one of the smartest people in that crew.
No, yeah. You told me about that a little while ago.
They talked that.
But explain to the audience, because they don't know that monkey is probably one of the smartest in the crew.
So the monkey on the red hair pirates with that one bald guy with the stitches, the monkey's always on his shoulders. It's been said that he is one of the smartest people in that crew. The monkey, not the bald guy, the monkey. Yeah, and the monkey has to have hockey because it was stated in SBS that every red hair pirate has an ability to use hockey. So
probably got that.
If you want to hear something funny, a monkey learned hockey before Robin did. if you're gonna take it that way,
it's crazy. I didn't even think about it like that. That's
Ghetto
insane.
would not approve.
Imagine Robin just has this like immense visual hockey, and we just have no idea about it.
No, they would show it to us. Like,
yeah,
it's so stupid because she's actually so busted in power. Like as of right now.
Oh, I gotta bring this up to you. Do you that's
not Robin, bro.
That's not Robin. Okay, I don't get why people don't think that's not Robin. I get people think like it's Katarina Duvan.
I'll tell you why. Is because the last time we saw Robin was at the beginning of Egghead, and the chapter therefore after we saw Blackbeard ship on the coast, and then we didn't see Robin for like another 20 or like 25 chapters. And the moment time we see her back, it's that just had the mannerisms, the way she looked. It's just not Robin, bro. It's not. It can't be.
So and then, even when she told Luffy no. Do you think that was Robin?
I really don't think it's Robin
at all.
It's just so weird because the last time we saw Robin was just the same couple of chapters where we saw Blackbeard shift out the coast, and we haven't heard anything of it. Anything of it. And the reason why I think it could be Katarina is because her power is perfect for that. Absolutely perfect.
No, yeah, 100%. Like that could very well be the case. Like Van Auger could have warped her onto an island before, like. Because apparently it said that they infiltrated. But do we know for sure if it was Blackbeard's ship?
Yeah, it had the Blackbeard logo on it.
Oh, shoot. It had the logo.
Honestly, we need a recap on where Kid and Law are now. Well, I know Kid swimming with the fishes, but Law at least is with Beppo somewhere.
Do we think Kid is dead, or do you think the red-haired pirates saved them on Elbaf? Like,
Kid's not dead. Kid is definitely not dead. Even though
Shanks is not that type of guy.
Even though Kid gets mistreated by Oda so much, I really highly doubt that he's dead. Like, if anyone, I don't know.
They're gonna be
not Sword. Kid is not Sword. Not Sword. I mean, Kid is definitely not.
He's gonna be part of the like Straw Hat Grand Fleet. No,
I don't think he has.
I think him and Law are gonna be part of Straw Hat Grand Fleet. Yeah,
that would definitely be cool. But I think Law is probably gonna go to Cross Guild, and I think they're gonna have like a rescue mission for Dofi, and he's gonna be like, there's gonna be some type of transparency there with Law, because if you look at it, that's the one thing that they're missing. But
isn't Law already like sided with like what's it called? Drake and Sword and stuff like that.
But that's also a mystery that like we've been saying is also if he infiltrates the Cross Guild, he can also get that type of information for the world government, because I mean everyone said time and time again that he knows something about the world government that the rest of the Straw Hats and even us the viewers don't know, because when Drake broke him out of prison, he legitimately asked him like, "Oh, so you're here?" Like he obviously knows that he's in Sword because he's proclaiming like, "Oh, Drake, the pirate, you're the one was sent by the Marines." Like I highly doubt that with Corazon being pretty much a fly on the wall for all the pirates, pretty much.
I think Sengoku is saving his ass. Yeah,
I think Sengoku and Dressrosa either told him something or he's just always been a lie, because there's just no way that Corazon could live his life as a double agent, and Law didn't think about it once. I don't know. I don't think Law could become like a merciless pirate just by being a pirate. Like it just doesn't strike me as that.
Law just seems to me to be the person like he wants to find out the true history of the world, just like Robin and stuff like that. So I don't think his sense of justice could relatively get in the way of that. But I don't know.
He definitely has life left to live in terms of One Piece. Like he definitely does have a like valuable meter, I think, because Law has spent almost 500 episodes with us since Punk Hazard all the way till the end. Not even like more. It was 700 from Punk Hazard all the way till almost 600 episodes.
Damn.
He's been with us more than half the show. So like, I really don't see Oda killing off Law, especially after that ass pull move with Beppo. Like authors will only do that because a character has worth, and there's something important that they have to do. And I don't think Kid got that treatment. I think Kid's just gonna get saved and some bullshit's gonna happen. But the fact that Kid and Killer got smoked in one tap, I just highly doubt that there's any meaning to his character anymore. Like that was just that was a violation.
Yeah, like either they kill him or make him part of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet at this point, because honestly, I don't see any other use for this Kid. He's not a warlord. He's not Yonko. Like he's not anything at this point. And just to be one tapped by Shanks after going up against Big Mom and Kaido.
And I really don't think that Law would get one tapped by Shanks. I really don't.
I think Law can get out of it better than Kid for sure. But
Shanks is definitely going to whoop Law's ass. But I think Law can at least stand a while, because we saw the Blackbeard Pirates jump Law. They literally jumped him.
Yeah.
And
same with the
Blackbeard. He managed to get hits on everybody. Yeah. It wasn't only to an off screen that we saw that he lost. Yeah. And it's like, yo, you respect the dude who gets
it's at least a good thing he has the awakening now, because I feel like even with that power given to the right person, which I feel like Law is the right person for that fruit. Man, like the way he moves while he's using that awakened ability is crazy.
Yeah, the attack is crazy.
it's gonna be hard. It's not even about the attack. I feel like the attack is tact. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like offensive mobility, I feel like it's a little like lackluster, yes.
The unawakened version is lackluster in terms of offensive ability.
Because then you have to fit it in this like relatively tiny room.
Well, it's not tiny, but in terms of Yonko, it was.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't get pulled into it. It was only until his awakening where he doesn't have to have the room in order to do things that you can do within the room. He could just put rooms on objects. So
what if Law had a and what if Law had a domain expansion?
Bruh. I really do. Like, I think Law's Awakened Fruit probably has to be the most busted, because he can literally do whatever he wants to anything as long as he puts like Kroom over it. Like once he puts Kroom over his sword, is absolutely busted. I mean, you saw he went through Onigashima all the way down to Wano, like the lava pits of Wano. I don't know.
Yeah, no, definitely. Okay.
I feel like if Law had that complete awakening at first at fighting Big Mom, I don't think he would need Kid help. That's a really hot take. I don't think he would need Kid's help, because if we're being honest, every critical moment that led to Big Mom's defeat was from Law. Him making her mute so she couldn't use her friends. Him pretty much numbing her up using anesthesia. Him using tact by teleporting everywhere so she couldn't hit him. And then he literally pinned her to the ground and then had that whole thing. The only reason why Kid was useful is because he used a damn punk to send her all the way down to the lava pit. But I feel like if Law definitely had more hockey, he could have done something with that. I don't know. Because he saw chocolately. I don't know. I think he was just drained.
No, definitely, right? I feel like if he had more energy and probably figured out that awakening sooner rather than later, he probably would have been able to take out Big Mom by himself. I have no objections to that. Do I think he needed kids' help at the time? Yeah, obviously. I do think that because
bro was out of hockey. Bro was like completely like
and
tired than a bitch.
I'm sorry, but Kid is stronger in terms of hockey too. So I mean, I'd rather have that on.
But that's why Oda, it gets me annoyed because the power cliff thing is really annoying. Like you have Kid, someone who just conquers hockey, but just unwilled because he doesn't understand it, right?
I wouldn't call it
But then-
unwilled because if it looks like to some ability he does understand it. But what I'll agree with is the fact that Kid doesn't have the intelligence.
Yeah, he's absolutely like he's a mutt. He's dumb.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call him a mutt. Like he's perceptive, and like when he gets down to it, like he can figure shit out.
But
But
not
like, while
really.
he's fighting, like his battle IQ is really low. Like
I get mad at Oda for one thing, and it's like the whole mantra, like, oh, okay, at least Kid has Conqueror's Hockey and Law doesn't. Then we know Conqueror's Hockey can get rid of Devil Fruit powers. We know this. And then Law, the immediate next 10 chapters, when Doc Q puts the illness on him and then gets rid of it
female.
with literal hockey, and everyone's like, whoa, is that Conquerors? And it's like, that's the only way he could have gotten rid of the thing. And it's like, bro, why would you give Law that, you know?
Yeah, that pissed me off.
I was like, yeah, why would you give Law that? Like, I get it.
Maybe it was to show like, yeah, he does have it, but like to the slightest of ability. Maybe
because you need like you can't get rid of any type of like version of hockey if like with observation or armament. Like it just doesn't allow it.
Mm-hmm.
Like every time we've seen a feat that gets rid of someone's Devil Fruit ability, it's Conqueror's Hockey.
Right.
So it's like, and it was also white flashes when he did it. Like usually it's black flashes. Observation armament have no flashes.
Mm-hmm.
Usually armament will have like flower petals. It's weird ass shit. I don't know.
I think that was Ryu actually, with the flower.
Yeah, but that's like the most like advanced form of armament hockey. What I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
That shit's cool.
Yeah, even that, like, it'll turn into like a flower effect because technically it is still. I think it is
All
Ryu.
Conquerors flash. All Conquerors is flashes.
Yeah.
So that's what's 100%. Weird.
Yeah. Any other weeklies you've been watching except for One Piece?
I need to check. Hold on. Let me give it a check on my watch list. Hold on.
Yeah, I've been trying
single season animes, and then I just don't remember their names. Sadly enough.
No, I get you. I'm like that as well.
Where's my watch list?
What's it called? I've only been watching like One Piece on a consistent basis, unfortunately, because I haven't found anything that really appeals to me like that. I don't know. One Piece is hard to beat. No, I'm joking. But I don't know. I just feel a little bored sometimes when I'm watching.
Not really.
In some anime, right?
I mean, I have watched some anime, but they're not new to talk about. They're not like easy to talk about.
I will say Blue Lock episode 3 was definitely like an interesting.
Blue Lock. You've been watching Blue Lock?
Blue Lock. I'm dumb. I'm dumb as fuck.
Blue Exorcist?
No.
You got me excited there. I love Blue Lock. Oh, Soul Leveling you're talking about. Oh.
I had Blue Lock on my mind for some reason. I will watch that eventually.
Because Blue Lock was the best anime of 2022. Undoubtedly.
Was the story actually good?
Blue Lock is my favorite. Like, if I had to go new gen, it's probably Fire Force, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Blue Lock. I love Blue Lock so much.
I need to start catching up on the manga for Black Clover and that one that I already forgot the name of. But I will catch up on Black Clover.
Sakamoto Days?
No, not Sakamoto Days.
Oh, what manga are you talking about?
Well, no, not Blue Lock. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, JJK manga is very good.
Yeah, no, I do want to see it because I left off on that page that I mentioned to you.
The Yuta while he's finding the two.
Yeah. Literally, for some reason, the last time you asked me, I was reading, and then I stopped after that. I got so bad.
Yeah, JJK is really good right now, but they're kind of straining this whole Sukuna thing.
Really?
Yeah.
That upsets me.
Because Gojo is Nojo. He's no more.
He's a dead boy.
Yeah, Gojo is dead. And
He's
now
a dead
everyone's
boy.
fighting a Sukuna that was stronger than the one that killed Gojo, yet nobody has died. So Gege is doing a really bad job at making Gojo look strong, because now he's making Gojo like a little bitch because he lost to a weaker form of Sukuna.
I wouldn't say that because Gojo is probably one of the strongest. Under Sukuna.
Ino, Nanami student, got a hit on Sukuna.
Didn't Gojo?
Gojo got cut in half by Sukuna, who was not as strong as the one we're seeing now because he's fully resurrected. And Ino managed to touch Sukuna. Like, just touch him. Like, obviously, it didn't do a lot of damage.
Is he dead now?
Ino? No.
Good.
It's absolutely stupid.
Was that the guy? Was that the kid with the shiesty?
Yeah, the shiesty. The black shiesty.
I love that guy.
I just like they're doing a really bad job at making Gojo still look like top dog because now Yuta is fighting Sukuna.
Is Yuta getting hits?
We don't know. We just saw him enter the battle. And then Yuji learned reverse curse technique.
Really? Ruga.
And they always compare someone now to Gojo. Like Higuruma learned RCT in the matter of like seconds, and Sukuna was just fucking glazing him like, "Oh, your name, I'll remember it, Higuruma." On some Gojo shit, he goes, "Your ceiling potential." It's just like his. It's like, bruh, everyone is compared to Gojo and their mom, like Hakari, Yuji, Megami, Yuta. Like, it's just like, bro, like that word of potential when it comes to Gojo is just glazed and thrown around the Jujutsu Kaisen world. Like, absolutely, it's like fucking Pokeballs.
I gotta ask.
That shit is annoying.
I gotta ask. So, is Sukuna? He's not in what's his name's body?
Megami's
right?
body. Okay.
No, he's not in Megami. No, he is in Megami's body, right?
No, not really. So let me tell you what happened.
Okay.
So when Sukuna beat Gojo, Kashimo rushed the battlefield, and Kashimo being the strongest of his era, used his like ultimate ability and shit, and Sukuna was waiting for someone to push him, I guess, that far so he can use RCT and revive himself. So up until this point, he was still using the 10 Shadows technique with Maharaga as Megami, pretty much. He was Sukuna, but he was using Megami's curse technique ability. So what happened was...
Did he kill Gojo with Megami's body?
Yes. Okay. That's the whole point that everyone's talking about, because that's a weaker body, because Kashimo pushed him to the point of using RCT to revive his original body, which is Heian era Sukuna. So
he was with Yuji originally though, right?
He was with Yuji, yes, and then
so by technicality, people are saying that Yuji's not as strong as Megami, or what is that?
No. Okay, so Megami could never command Maharaga. The only time he commanded Maharaga was when Maharaga pretty much kicked him to the side. Like, it's pretty much like a trump card. Like, oh, I'm gonna die too, but you're gonna die with me, motherfucker. Like, when you call out Maharaga. But
and against the guy with the pony
yeah,
show,
but
right?
Sukuna is so fucking strong that he can just will Maharaga while in Megami's body, because I was about to say Nen, like I'm watching Hunter x Hunter. His curse output is just so much stronger than Megami's that he's able to use Maharaga and Agito at his will. But the issue is that when he used RCT against Kashimo and went back to his original form, he literally stated, I'm stronger now, obviously. He's stronger than even what he was with 10 Shadows ability. Right?
Right.
Proceeds to one tap Kashimo. Kashimo's dead after he does RCT. But the big issue that everyone's talking about is he was in Megami's body before, and now Megami's soul is within Sukuna's.
Oh, man.
So when they have Higuruma with the Executioner's Sword, because since he has a curse technique that revolves around justice, and it kills the person who did the crime, the whole thing was that they wanted to use it on Sukuna, so it would only kill Sukuna and not Megami's soul within him. So they can free Megami by using the Executioner's Blade on him, because it would only kill the person who's guilty of the crimes, not Megami. Since Megami's still there technically. But then Higuruma died, and now Yuji has the Executioner's Blade.
Hey.
So there's a lot of BS bullshit going around. And I think there's going to be an ass bowl where Yuji and Yuta manage to hit Sukuna, and then that one finger that's still missing of Sukuna is going to go back, and they're going to have to find 20 of them again. I don't know. Because he only has 19 fingers, technically. He revived himself with 19 fingers, technically.
Damn.
Because Gojo had the last one, like, somewhere.
He had it on him, bro. He had it on him.
Because no, I don't think so. Because once they got to 20, they know that Yuji would want to be executed, like, instantly. ASAP Rooney, like.
ASAP no Rocky?
Yeah, but now Yuji doesn't even have Sukuna. But the one thing that I, like, wanted to touch on is if Sukuna was in Yuji's body for so long, and the reason why Yuji's not cursed like energy is like super like diluted with Sukuna's, like he's almost like a cursed tool now because Sukuna's been him for so long. What's gonna happen to Megami, since now Megami has gonna have Sukuna's pretty much cursed output just leaking all over his. So it's like if Megami's revived and he still has the 10 shadows, maybe that cursed output will like let him use Maharaga and become that broken character. So I don't know.
He could maybe use Maharaga, yes.
No, he will end up being able to use Maharaga. That's like without a doubt.
But what if it takes this turn and where it had a positive effect on Yuji but a negative effect on Megami?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he's gonna realize that his body killed Gojo.
And it's going to take him down like a really bad path.
Rabbit hole, yeah.
Like really, really bad. And then he might like turn into Ghetto.
Nah,
like
I
straight up.
So.
I think so.
Megami will not do that.
No, I think okay, but like you forget we're talking about him being entwined with Sukuna's soul.
Yeah, but Sukuna has no hate or even like he has no hate. Sukuna has absolutely no hate. He said this all time and again. He
obliterated the entirety of Shibuya.
He just kills to kill. He kills to kill. He has no feeling.
How do you kill without hate?
That's Sukuna's whole mantra. He doesn't care.
How though?
His whole mantra is that if you're not strong, then I don't care about you. That's it. That's his whole thing. The only time he's ever expressed any gratitude was Uraume when she pulled up behind him. That's literally it. Sukuna has told time and time again, like, oh, I really don't give a fuck. Like, this is just me displaying my strength. Like, that's it. I don't care if you're weaker than me, then you just have no worth on this world. It's not that he hates them, he just doesn't care about them. That's why Sukuna is so evil, because it's like he doesn't even have any evilness in him. He's just so strong that he thinks that people who are beneath him aren't worth caring for.
That's crazy.
Sukuna's the absolute fucking menace. Whereas people like Mahito have like an actual hate for mortals, like humans, and Jogo. Like they actually have a hate for humans and mortals.
He got packed up.
Yeah, that I don't think that Mahito should have died from that.
What, the little
the Uzumaki spiral? Yeah, I really don't think so. I like Mahito as a character and as a villain. I don't think he should have died there. I really don't.
Well, maybe it was kind of a way to show how really like useless he really was.
But he wasn't useless. Mahito was like probably the strongest next to Jogo. The disaster curses.
True.
I don't know.
Well, I agree with that. He pissed me off a lot.
Yeah, he did really bad shit, but that's because he was actually
not even the fact that he did bad shit, just like as a character, right? Like, I don't know. He had a. Does it make sense to say he had a whiny personality?
I wouldn't say it was whiny. I think it was really good comedic relief when Mahito would be on screen and they would do some funny ass shit with the disaster curses, like put him in a playground.
Yeah, I guess.
But that's also the duality of like being a cursed spirit, because if you look at Mahito, he's technically still a child because he was born so recently. So it's like when he was put in that position where he was like running away from Yuji, it's the first time he's ever felt fear, and that's why they put the wolf and the rabbit. So it's like now he's realizing what he's done to mortals is what's about to be happening to him. Mm-hmm. So it just shows the duality within him. So I don't know. I like that whole feature. I did like Mahito a lot. I think that Mahito could have been something more, and I think the reason they killed him is because the show doesn't have a lot more to offer. Mm-hmm. But it's weird in the way that it's going, because how is it going to end with just Yuta and Yuji against Sukuna? I just don't see that happening. Like, I get the hype with Yuta because Gojo believes in him like 100%. But like Geto said, and Sukuna, like, it's like all he can do is copy. So, I mean, unless his domain expansion or he has the ability to do something, like that's the only way I see him being stronger than Gojo. But to take down Sukuna is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's probably gonna end up being something along the lines of like they're gonna come up with a bullshit reason to why Yuta and Yuji are gonna beat Sukuna, I should say. But
I mean, even if Sukuna gets hit by the executioner blade, he can't die technically because there's still one finger of him out there.
yeah, that's true.
But my big issue is they have to save Megami this arc, like this arc. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I
how are they
mean,
gonna do that? I just don't. I don't think it's. A
I
good
don't think
outcome.
they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. I think they're probably gonna end up like
I
accidentally
think they
killing
have
him or
to.
something.
I think they have to.
Look, man, I think they're gonna like
Because
maybe.
Megami has to see the consequences of Sukuna taking over his body in this battlefield. He definitely does.
Yeah, but if the story plans to end after this, right?
But
Because it seems like the story will end when he is dead, when Sukuna is dead. So I guess with that being said, I don't know, man. I don't.
there's just so many future points to Jujutsu Kaisen as well. Because like
Yeah,
when
it could
Yuta
go in so
when
many different
when
directions.
Yuta kills Kenjaku, he says like, "Oh, it's gonna live on." I'm sure of it. Like there's some existential piece to Jujutsu Kaisen, like some Zetsu thing going on in the background that we don't even know. It's just it's there. It's there, and I really don't think the show can just end with Yuji and Yuta fighting Sukuna.
What if it was just Yuta versus Sukuna?
Because like I'm sorry, but Yuta and Yuji aren't beating Gojo. Not even together. I don't give a fuck. They're not beating them together. The only way I can see Yuta beating Sukuna is by the whole reason that Sukuna wanted to use the Ten Shadows was because he needed a way to get around Gojo's Six Eyes and his Limitless technique.
Right.
And using Maharaga to be able to adapt to it, he found out how to get past that barrier, right? So it's
Well,
like
they're probably gonna make it all about a matchup, bro. Like
well,
they're gonna
even
make it all about this
e-
person's specialty is this person's weakness.
no, I get that, but my whole gripe with it because people are saying right now, like on Twitter, on YouTube, like, oh, what if Yuta uses now that Sukuna doesn't have the 10 shadows? What if Yuta like uses the Six Eyes that he copied from Gojo or like the Limitless? Because he technically can do that.
Yeah.
We've seen him copy like family techniques. Sukuna still knows how to cut through Limitless. It's not like he doesn't. So using it is just complete like idiocy. I don't know. It's stupid.
There's something wrong.
We still haven't seen Yuta's domain expansion.
There's something wrong, RJ. There's something that's not puzzling with the puzzle pieces. Do you know what I mean here?
No, but I get what you're trying to say, but I'm saying that puzzle piece is not meant for some like arc like this. It isn't like whatever you're thinking about. Like that should not happen where we're at right now.
I don't have an idea what's going to happen.
No,
Let
I
me
get you
make
have an
that
idea,
clear.
but I know, but what I'm saying is the resolution to this plot doesn't lie in this arc.
100%. I could agree with that.
It doesn't like the
Yeah.
win of Yuta and Yuji would be so ass pilled. It'd be like fucking studied in a fucking museum. Like it'd be so stupid to like say like oh
No, I agree.
Yuji
No,
and Yuta
yeah.
triumphed. I'm sorry, it's just
No, yeah, I agree, man, because that's some bullshit ass ending.
Sukuna is not letting them go. So what the fuck is gonna happen? That's my thing.
I think Sukuna's gonna end up trying to run away or something, bro. I think like it's just gonna be a battle of the matchups here.
The only way this arc can end is if Megami regains consciousness. But now
And
he can't even do that anymore. He can't even do that anymore because Sukuna has his old body.
True.
So every single like exit of the gate is gone.
Wait, is the thing that he looks like now, is that Megami?
No, that's Sukuna with the 4 arms
Yeah.
and 3 eyes. Yeah, that's Megami. That's Sukuna. That's his
Looks
Heian
like
form.
Yuji's grandfather, but
Yuji has a connection to it, 100%, like a million bajillion %. Pink hair, come on.
Yuji's gonna unlock some.
And that's what I'm saying.
crazy
This
ass-
can't be the final arc because we need to know more about.
Well,
Yuji.
I mean,
There's so much more.
unless they
Yuji.
expand on it much more within the next 2 to 3 weeks, which is possible.
But you can't do that. Like they can't do that. They literally can't. And Choso might be dead. We don't even know. Like the manga is so stupid.
Choso?
Like, yeah. When someone dies, Gege releases artwork for them, right?
Bro,
Usually,
so stupid.
Choso got punched in the stomach by Sukuna. The next 2 days, artwork. Like, bruh, we don't even know if he's dead yet. I don't know.
Bruh.
I don't trust Gege.
What just popped up in my head is the I could just see in my head like Choso getting punched, knocked out, and then the ending of the first season with the trumpet.
Yeah. Yeah, but now Yuji has the blood technique. So it's like,
oh shit, does he really?
Yeah, he has the blood technique, and he has those weird fucking arms that people thought they were Sukuna's, but they're not. And the whole theory is that he ate the rest of the Death Womb paintings.
He ate?
Yeah, he ate the Death Womb paintings because in earlier chapters he said, "I don't care, I'll eat anything to defeat that guy," talking about Sukuna.
Mm-hmm.
And then now he has like these powers and shit, and obviously it's like his brothers because they're the Death Womb paintings that Kenjaku made.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Choso and Yuji didn't come about that. Yuji came from Kaori, his mom, who Kenjaku took over.
Yeah.
But the brothers that what's it called? That
now the big debate.
What? What's the big debate?
Did Kenjaku take back shots for Yuji?
Alright, guys, that's the end of the podcast.
Yeah, literally.
He had to.
Is it said like that? Did he take over before Yuji was?
He had to. He conceived the child.
He conceived them.
Yeah. Yeah, bro's taking them back shots.
Oh man. Oh man.
You could tell he's really determined to his plot, Kenjaku.
It's so fucked because it's like if you see something like that, for some reason you're gonna go and ask yourself, why the fuck is this person making this other person's life so miserable from the moment they were born? Like what? There's something else there, man. I don't know.
The weird part about it too is that Yuji in the beginning of the series was said to not have a curse technique because he doesn't have a really reliant of sorcery. But Kaori, his mother, was a sorcerer. She had gravity.
Maybe it's not.
She had gravity manipulation. She was a legit sorcerer.
Maybe his father wasn't.
Yeah, but when one of your parents are just sorcerers, you will bear down the technique unless you're like a fucking Zenin and you get some like stupid, like, oh, I have no curse power. You know what I mean?
Bro, that probably doesn't have to be just with Zenin.
No, I get that, but like Yuji has had abnormal strength, like insane strength from the get go, and absolutely he sees cursed spirits. So it's like
maybe he had the ability to, but maybe he was just like no chakra type shit. You know what I mean by that?
I don't know. And he has a curse technique. He does. It's like it's stated he has a curse technique. We just don't know what it is.
Okay, what about this? What if he was like the Rock Lee of his own universe?
I don't like that. I hate when people always talk about Rock Lee being the main character. Oh, what if Rock Lee is the main character? No, every shonen is Rock Lee is the main character.
Not really.
Asta?
Not really. Bad example.
That's a great example. Someone who doesn't have the ability that everyone has.
No. Like bad example to prove my point. Right? Yeah. No. Yeah. Definitely. Any other character?
Deku.
But Deku eventually gets everything though.
Still, no power. Trains extremely hard. Gets what he wants.
He just ate a piece of hair.
Yeah, but before that, he still trained insanely hard.
True.
But that's what I'm saying. If Rock Lee was the main character, he would have gotten some crazy power after working really hard. That's what I'm saying.
Hello, he's the best taijutsu master to walk this earth.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if he was the main character, he would have gotten fucking like 6-path from like Kagurama. Like, here, Rock Lee, you deserve this.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, Asta got fucking Libe. And then Deku got all for one. One for all. So it's like
one for all.
Yeah.
Shigaraki.
I haven't
watched MHA in so long.
stopped
probably
reading
a reason for that.
I stopped reading it.
Yeah, it's so unpopular.
I was not
on my
rocking with
list.
it.
Bro, the last season just ugh. Like, bro, they could have just made like one difference. Like, all I wanted was one difference. Like, why couldn't they make the skies like they had them in the fucking opening? Like, why did they make them bright blue skies on a vigilante Deku? Like, I'm sorry, make a dark,
especially when he was fighting. Not fighting, but he was like kind of like running away from like the class 1A.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was too like bright. When he was fighting that sniper girl, it was fucking perfect. Like that was probably the best part of that show. When he remember that sniper girl with the blue and purple hair.
I don't think I watched that part.
And she like that, she makes the bullets out of her hair.
I saw it. I saw the fact that they had bright blue skies during Vigilante Deku. I turned it off and I haven't turned it back on since.
That whole thing where he fought the sniper girl who makes the bullets out of her hair was absolutely insane. If they kept that setting of him being like depressed walking.
Like
all right, guys, this is the end of the call.
What was her name?
I don't know. She was like some sergeant in the military.
I was about to say Hibari, but then I was like, wait, no, that's called me Shorty.
Yeah. Oh, Hibari's also a Kainu's daughter.
No way. You're lying.
That's like the biggest. That's like the biggest theory of Pirate Island, because she uses the same kanji as him.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that one. That's interesting, actually. I don't know why I haven't thought about that one.
Because no one else uses the same speaking style as Akainu except for her. Yeah, I mean
that's interesting, and that's also been a way for Oda to tell people are related or not.
And I still think that Brook is Aokiji's dead. I'll die on that hill.
Yeah, no, I won't die on the hill. The fact that he just has like cold powers for absolutely no reason really is like, what? Why? Like, he has the soul fruit, and I can understand its purpose for that. Because he could just like come out of his body whenever he wants.
Bro was on the road, musician shit. Smash some shoddy, and then Akiji popped out.
No, 100%. Like, there's no doubt in my mind.
That'd be sick.
And they also look like mad similar. It's not even about that. It's just the fact that they
not
look
even
mad similar.
Yeah. They're both like mad tall, got the fro, wear the glasses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and especially like Brook, especially Brook when he was alive. Like, come on.
Brook when he was alive, that man was.
He literally looks like
he was eaten.
How do you also feel about in the beginning of Egghead when we realized that Katakuri got smoked by Aokiji?
Katakuri got smoked by Aokiji?
Yeah, remember when they went to Whole Cake Island? They stole pudding. Him and Van Augur.
Did I watch a different episode than you?
It wasn't an episode. It was a manga.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
When him and Van Augur went to Whole Cake to steal pudding because she agreed the poneglyphs, and then pudding confirmed like, oh, mother's dead.
Mother's dead.
Remember,
I don't think they're dead, bro. I don't think Kaio and Big Mom are dead, bro. People have convinced me on this theory. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to kill them right now. I mean, yeah, it does. Like,
dude, Big Mom and Kaido need to leave the fucking show.
Yeah.
It's time for the new generation. That was the whole point of them leaving.
Yeah, imagine they just come back in the final war. Oh, we're siding with Luffy.
And Kaido was Luffy's first technical kill. If you think about it.
No, it was that guy in Marineford that Luffy absolutely whipped the shit out of with his kick.
But he didn't die. Like, he didn't die.
There's no confirmation, but that's what people are saying.
I'm not like Kaido is Luffy's first confirmed kill. If you think about it.
Yeah. All right. Fine. I'll take that.
Law, on the other hand, giving 50 hearts to the fucking government.
He didn't kill anybody either, which was even crazier.
Yeah, but he still gave the hearts to the government. What do you think they did with them?
No,
What do you think he did with those hearts?
I'm looking it up right now, but I'm pretty sure they eventually let them go.
But he didn't put them back in their bodies.
No, so see, here's what happened.
He gave
it to the world government.
But how is the world government going to put it back in their bodies? Think about it.
They gotta find them, I guess. I don't know.
Without Law's power, how is he going to put them back in their bodies?
he probably was like, "Yo, so basically, you could become a warlord, but you gotta put all these hearts back, man."
Yeah,
That's
but
probably what happened.
I mean, Law definitely is more menacing than Luffy. Like he definitely kills more people. 100%.
I'm trying to find the reasoning for it.
That's why I don't fuck with Kid though, because like Law at least has some moral standard. Like the whole reason in Sabaody we're like, oh, this guy is like the leader in bounty for the new generation because he kills everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, then how do you turn him into a guy character? Like this guy's like evil. Like, bro, Kid is evil if you think about it. Like he killed people just to get a bounty.
That's crazy.
And like, why is Luffy aligning himself with him?
I don't. Do we still think Rocks is gonna come back in the story? I don't think so, right? Like, I feel like it's a little too late for that.
There still needs to be some backstory on why he actually attacked God Valley, because we know he attacked God Valley, like doing that, but like I want to know like why, like actually why, like he wants to become the leader of the world, but it's like we need to know like his character, just him.
Yeah.
Now we know the premise. We need to know of him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we really need.
All right, I'm gonna ask you one last question before you have to hop off here. But what the fuck is going on with Kizaru, man?
That's my boy. Honestly, that's a man of justice right here.
I don't know what's going on.
Everybody's been saying this for so long since like Sabaody, because they realized he was like such a lazy justice compared to Aokiji, who's true justice, and then Kaido was absolute justice. Like Kizaru's like right in the middle of like lazy justice. Like, oh, whatever is told to me, if it sounds okay, then I'll go with it. Now he's realizing that the only bonds that he's ever created are in jeopardy of something that he thinks is almost a dog in the gutter for. Now, bro's turning on it. I think Kizaru's gonna be the first admiral to die, though.
I don't know, because. Oh wait. He did say that Kizaru and I will still remain on the island.
I think Kizaru's gonna die on this hill. Kizaru, there's no.
I think they're gonna fight. I think him and Kizaru are gonna fight.
Who?
Because
Pattern?
yeah, because for some reason, after they call for the Buster Call and everything in the most recent chapter, he says that me and Kizaru are going to stay on the island. Everybody else has to evacuate.
Yeah, but also like he can't really be affected by a Buster Call. Kizaru, since he's a Logia, he can't be affected at all. Like.
Yeah, but
we've seen that time and time again with like Aokiji.
Look at the way he's standing.
That's my boy.
Look at the way he's standing. He's nervous.
No, he's not. He's a demon. Kizaru's a demon, bro. You forgot that. But like, he's also a Loki. He's not gonna get affected by a.
Look at him. Look at him. This man is nervous as hell.
No, I think that Kizaru is in a battle in his brain right now because everything that he's lived for is kind of like obsolete now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what's.
I mean, they're trying to get Kuma off the island too, which I think is really.
He fed Luffy food, bro.
I don't know. It's looking less and less likely.
I think Kizaru's gonna switch sides.
Yeah, the chapter ended off with Kuma, Atlas, and Frankie basically like getting exploded and like diving into. Oh no, it's Kizaru's light powers. No, it's Pastafina's. It's Pastafistas.
Yeah, I still think Kizaru is gonna turn good.
Kizaru literally cut the shit with Kuma inside of it with Bonnie and Frankie and Atlas.
Is that 10:05? I mean 11:05.
Yeah,
that's the most recent chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's probably getting a tug of war in his brain, to be honest.
Yeah. All I know is, bro, the pacifistas are destroying Egghead as we speak. Like, the land, everything. They're destroying everything. And, I think we're going to manage to save Vegapunk somehow, but it's going to be a weird, like, transition. I don't know.
One Piece is in a weird direction.
One Piece is in a weird direction where, like, I feel like it's easy to tell most times, like, where One Piece is
anywhere.
Gonna go.
It can go anywhere right now.
But right now, man, it can't go anywhere. I see Kizer. I see Kuma still sacrificing himself for the island, right? I still feel like that's a possibility.
Kuma's dead.
No,
Kuma's gonna
not yet.
die. Kuma's gonna die.
I mean, yeah, if he's gonna die already, might as well die sacrificing himself to the island. So I don't know. I think that'll end up happening. I don't know. I think Frankie could still die. I think that's entirely possible. I think Saturn can manage to freeze him and then kill him. And it makes me sad. Don't get me wrong, because I just got tickets to fucking go to Kuwait and get my Frankie signed. So that's sick.
Wait, you're going to Kuwait?
Yeah.
Oh, you are going to Kuwait?
Yeah.
Like on a plane?
I think so.
Bro,
I'm gonna be going to Curacao, so maybe I'll see.
What the hell?
Yeah. But that's about it, guys. For the podcast today. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on this wonderful morning. We're going to be on YouTube, Spotify, the usual. Make sure to subscribe, everybody. I don't know if everybody knows that, but we want you to subscribe. We want you to keep subscribing to us. We want you to keep us in your notifications. And we just want to grow, guys. We want to be able to give you the best anime content ever. Next week, we hopefully will have everybody around. And
Subscribe, check out by the Battle Pass. Let's go.
peace.